On this video, I'm going to continue working in Genesis 1:26 and following, looking at what I've entitled a Christological Hebrew grammar, looking at the person and work of Christ seen through Hebrew grammatical analysis with New Testament application. I'm at verse 26. It reads in the Hebrew, Vayomer Elohim na'aseh Adam b'tzalmenu kidmutenu, v'yirdu b'digat hayam, uva'of hashemayim, uva'behema uva'chol ha'aretz, uva'chol haremes haromes al ha'aretz. And God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion, or according to our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heaven, and over domesticated beasts, and over all the earth, and over all that creeps, every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. Vocabulary wise, we have Adam, meaning man, Tselem, meaning image, Demut, meaning likeness, and Radah, to have dominion. For the grammar, we read Vayomer Elohim. Notice Vayomer is from Amar, cow imperfect, third masculine singular from Amar. And God said, Na'aseh, let us make man. Notice Na'aseh is the cow imperfect, first common plural, from Asa. What we're looking at here, I believe, is not only the majesty of God in my own understanding, but seen through progressive revelation into the New Testament, looking at the triune Godhead. And so God said, let us make man, b'tzalmenu, in our image, kidmutenu, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and so forth. Notice here, b'tzalmenu, kidmutenu. Be is a preposition. Salmenu is from Selim, and Salm is in construct with the pronominal suffix, first common plural in the anu, same in kidmutenu. And let them have dominion from Yerdu. The root is Radah, to have dominion, the cow imperfect, third person plural. From Radah, to have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heaven, over the domesticated beasts, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. What I've noticed as I look at this text, and I've already gone through it, so I'm moving like a review, and then moving on to the next verse. Notice the human dignity of created man and woman. They rule over the earth. They are God's viceroys. They are God's representatives. In Enuma Elish, the Babylonian account of creation, man is merely an afterthought. Humans are to do the work that the gods do not want to do. They are just here to do laborious work that the gods really do not prefer doing. They're only an afterthought. But here, humankind represents the pinnacle of God's creation. We as humans are right under God as his representatives. We are to rule the earth in God's benevolent rule, representing him and yet right under him. It is interesting to me that Psalm 8 is another great text which is also applied to humankind. It looks at the dignity of man. Ma'anosh ki tivzkurenu, uven adam ki tivkadenu. What is man that you remember him, or the Son of Man that you visit him? And yet you've made him a little lower than the angel, and so forth. This text is applied in Psalm or in Hebrews 2 to Christ. He was made a little lower than Adam in the incarnation, a little lower, than the angels in the incarnation, and he becomes the ultimate Adam, subjugating all things under his feet, including death itself, which the first Adam experienced in the original fall. So this is a great text that is used here with Psalm 8, looking at the dominion of humankind. And that dominion has been reestablished in New Testament thought through Jesus Christ. But just looking at the Hebrew reading here, I wanted to make a point that I thought would be helpful. When I look at Genesis 1, and having read Enuma Elish in Akkadian, the Babylonian account of creation, what a difference. Some want to say today that the biblical account is no different than the ancient Near Eastern mythological accounts, like Enuma Elish, the Babylonian account of creation. To me, I see the direct opposite. In the Babylonian account of creation, you have two gods merging their waters, Apsu and Tiamat. You have the gods being born, the theogony of gods. And then you have Marduk struggling with Tiamat after what happened to the husband of Tiamat, Apsu. So, and then man is just an afterthought. What I see here is God's Holy Spirit inspiring Moses, I believe, to write about the human dignity and how man is not an afterthought. He is the epitome. By man, I mean humankind. We are the epitome of God's creation, male and female together. So this is a beautiful text. I cannot see for the life of me how people try to take Genesis and put it in the same kind of mythological context in my own thinking of the Enuma Elish or the Babylonian account of creation. Having translated that in Akkadian, to me, we're looking at two different things. We're looking at, I don't see how in the world we even see an equation. So in my thinking, I'm seeing what's going on in Genesis 1 is a great apologia, a great defense of what God divinely inspired Moses to write about the dignity of humankind in God's creation.